Hello, I'm Minnie Joseph, faculty of IILT Kottayam. Today we'll discuss about our OET module of writing subtest. So it's disheartening to see and hear that many of our nurses are falling short of the required grade. Should be a very sad moment for them when they get the results. So I was thinking of renewing our talks again about writing. Certain small tips for you to remember before you go for your exams. So, your writing subtest, as you all know and you learn, there are 6 criteria for your judgment, for your assessment of your writing. The letter, when they get, the examiners will have 6 checklists called the criteria. So, each criterion is clearly expanded and given to you by OET. OET's transparency is to be appreciated. When you know what they're looking for, it's easy for you to write and give them. So, let's have a check on this 6 criteria. The first one, the purpose. This criteria, the purpose is very important. I'm not lessening the importance of the others, but now, since an updation had happened in 2019, the requirement, the purpose is highlighted in the introduction. We are told to hint and expand. Hint the requirement, the purpose of writing the letter in the introduction paragraph, and later expand in the following paragraphs. So, the purpose can be broadly divided into 2 groups, two-sided fact it is. One is that it should be immediately clear in the introduction paragraph. Anyone who reads the letter, it's a formal letter, a busy reader should quickly understand what the letter is about. That's the nature of a formal letter. So the purpose is immediately clear in the first paragraph, the introduction, and we are going to sufficiently expand it in the following paragraphs. So you get your marks for the purpose criteria only if you pass the information to the next caregiver. Your role is over and you have to clearly pass the information to the next caregiver. You are valued for the past information, the accuracy of the information, the exactness of the information that is passed. In your real life as a nurse, in your workplace, just as you get a memo for not doing the work, for not completing a work, for mixing up a dosage, mixing up or missing a dosage, you get a memo from your senior superintendent. Same way, the OET will give you a memo in the form of a low grade. So, pass your information correctly. Second criterion is the content. The content of the letter is very important. Your case note will have a complete history of the patient. It will have the past, the present, and the future care needs, of the patient. It will have the social history, the past medical history, which may not be needed for your particular reader. So, as nurses, you are the best people to choose the relevant information for your particular reader. You should know what you should give to this particular reader. If it's a physiotherapist, you must know the range of work of this physiotherapist. If it's a pharmacist, you must know what limited work he is doing. If it's a referral letter to a doctor, you must know what kind of language, what is needed to tell him for a further evaluation and treatment. So, the content is what information you pick from the case note into your letter. The key information which is accurately presented into your letter. The third criteria is conciseness and clarity. A beautiful criterion. This is the sum and essence of letter writing. So, medical letter is a very busy place, a very busy world. No one has a time to talk stories. It's all facts, medical facts about patients. So, the letter should be concisely written. The art of packing, the art of paraphrasing. If the visits are in different dates, you have to write a paraphrasing of what happened, the summary of it effectively with clarity for the reader. So the art of packing your ideas, the art of packing your information is the criteria of conciseness. And it should be in a clear way. If you confuse the reader, you don't stand a good grade. You're losing your chance. So write in a way that you are clear to the reader. All right, that's the third criteria. The fourth one you move to is the genre and style. Genre is a French word. Genre simply means type. What type of letter is an OET letter? It's a formal medical letter full of facts. It's a factual letter full of clinical things you are writing, written with abbreviation, medical terms, medical jargons. Style is formal. It's a formal letter. All right. So this is the fourth criterion, genre and style. Going to the fifth one, it's organization and layout. Now, organization is the sequential order of your paragraphs. Your letter will have different paragraphs. According to the topic, you have to arrange the paragraphs according to the priority of happenings. What is more important will come as in the beginning. You arrange according to the priority of the purpose. So, the second paragraph, the paragraph following the introduction will always have the main issue of the patient, which you had managed. Maybe the patient will have multiple problems that will come later. Don't mix it up. So, different paragraphs will come. Remember, OET doesn't fix any letter with any fixed paragraph. You can have any number of paragraphs. You can put paragraphs wherever you like, but be careful, beware, clarity to the reader should be kept. So, what you think is the arrangement of the paragraphs which will give a good sequential arrangement, you can follow that. Remember, but in emergency letters, the last episode, the present situation of the patient, that comes first. Only OET demands only that from you. The emergency, urgency will be addressed first. So, organization criteria is all about the arrangement of paragraphs. Then, along with it is layout. Layout is clearly given for us. The date or the address, the reader's address, then the salutation is there, then the introduction, then the body of the letter, finally conclusion and sign off. This is the layout. So, all of you will follow the layout, I know, otherwise there is chaos and confusion. It's always good to have a good layout. Finally, the last criteria is the language part of the letter. I can't tell which is more important, but I like this criteria, the language part, because all depends on the language. If you don't have a good language in the letter, you don't get a good chance. So, the language criteria will look for your punctuation, your spellings, your grammar, and your vocabulary. So, be careful about the words you choose. Show the strength of your vocabulary. Choose good words. Learn synonyms of words. Apply them. The 40 minutes you are writing, show the strength of your language power. Keep on reading, keep on writing to improve your language. Now, when I tell you to read, as Francis Bacon, the famous essayist, writer, philosopher tells, reading makes a man. Reading maketh a man perfect, exactly what he says. Read a lot. I know nurses, they're always in the working place. They don't have time to read. I understand you. But now that you are trying to get your OET, read a lot. So in our premium hub here, we encourage our students to read a lot. We have a beautifully set library where students are there every weekend with their books. They take it home and bring the next week. We make sure that they read a lot because reading will give you good spellings. Reading will give you good grammar. Keep on reading, keep on writing well. See you in the next video.